Aquarius, welcome to my live. This is going to be a look at the messages you need to hear at the moment. We're going to start off with the oracle cards and then we're going to go into the tarot. Okay, any information you may be looking for, I will have listed in the description. So just check there. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you know when this will be and let's see what's going on. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. What's the energy around my Aquarius? What do they need to hear at the moment? So old habits that no longer serve need reviewing is the first card. So old habits have to die hard. If there have been certain repetitive patterns that you're kind of tired of repeating or experiencing, it comes with knowing that certain decisions have to be made differently and a different approach has to be adapted. Also, if this has anything to do with like procrastination or you having the habits of ordering DoorDash out all the time or whatever this may be, it's important that you're first identifying the fact that you participate in these habits and observing them. The more that you observe the habits that you participate in, the better you'll be able to like know yourself and know how to get out of those and how to replace those habits with better habits or better things. You also have confidence that you can make progress. So some of you have been struggling a little bit with that piece, being confident that you actually can be the change in your situation or that your circumstance can be changed just in general. And that in itself could be the thing that's maybe slowing the progress down. So you have to have the confidence that you can change it by what? Putting yourself to the test. You have to be the one to push yourself out of your comfort zone and out of, a frame of thinking or a frame of moving so that you can make that progress. And it starts with you knowing that you can do it. We also have listen to your intuition and then listen again. Your intuition will never steer you wrong. And I kind of described this in, I forgot which signs video, but listening to your intuition is different than listening to your emotions. Emotions are things that shift and sway constantly. Your intuition is a gut feeling that does not sway. It's something that you feel and you almost feel a sense of uneasiness because of the way that your intuition is talking to you. So it's important to know how to distinguish between the two so that you can listen to your intuition and not so much the emotional piece that we experience. Okay, let's pull from here. What do my Aquarius need to hear at the moment? What are the messages? So we have sadness and isolation. So some of you have been spending way too much time by yourself. This could be increasing a level of sadness. You may be needing to get out of your own energy, okay? I know right now the spiritual trend is to isolate and to spend time with yourself in a way where you let the whole outside world just kind of go on about their business and you just kind of shut out. No. If anything, some of you have been doing way too much of this and you could be like putting yourself in a state of depression unknowingly by spending too much time in your own energy. So go out for a walk, connect with people who, have your best interest, hang out with friends, do those things when you feel sad. You don't want to close in or box yourself in when you feel sad or when you feel down or just in general. We also have moving on. We have physical activity, nature, and we have win or lose. Hold on. Win or lose. We have one more card that fell. We have timeout in reverse. Okay, so yeah, basically what I was saying, some of you spend way too much time in the house to yourself, especially if you work from home, if you're a parent, if you, have just been on some loner vibe type of stuff, okay? Physically getting your body moving, doing things to get yourself out of that is what's going to get you out of this energy of feeling down or depressed or just kind of overwhelmed. Also, with moving on, this is allowing yourself the space to grow. Whenever like the Eight of Cups or like energy or cards connect to the energy of moving forward, we always perceive it as a negative thing when it comes to that whole process. And it's not. It just means that we're elevating and growing. Yes, it's a bittersweet feeling But just like when you graduate from high school, yes, you're leaving the school system, but you're also starting your life. So it's important to look at moments of moving on or moving on to better things as a moment of transition, a moment of shifting into new things. Spirit is also asking you to have more of this mindset of I'll stop at nothing. I will, make it a point to prove to myself that I can do X, Y, and Z attitude instead of this passive, can I not, am I capable of doing this? Is this ever going to happen for me? No, it's kind of taking matters into your own hands instead of waiting for some sort of outside thing to just kind of catch up with you and then put you in a state of direction. You got to create the direction. You got to create the path. What do my Aquarius need to hear right now? Hold on, let me get this. We have Dragon's Lair. All of these cards want to fall on the floor. We have Magic Stream that fell on the floor. We have Cleaning House and Encouragement. We have Peaks of Joy. And we have Details. Okay, so with Dragon's Lair, this talks about our internal warning system that allows us to kind of see traps before they are set and before they become something that we walk into. So your intuition is strong. I mean, we have listen to your intuition and listen again that came up earlier in the reading. And then we have another card talking about your intuition. So as long as you're leaning into that, I mean, there's nothing to be fearful of because you'll be able to see the traps before they are even set up or before you can walk through them. And with Cleaning House, a lot of you have been doing just that, where you've been clearing out energies that don't serve you anymore, clearing out space, like literally for some of you too, like removing stuff out of the house, getting rid of old furniture, getting rid of old things. In you doing this, you're going to feel so refreshed, you're going to feel so renewed, and this is giving you space to welcome in new things. And with Encouragement and Peaks of Joy, you do have spiritual support, even if you feel like you're all alone and you don't know if you do have support. You do. Okay? If anything, there's a lot of spiritual support that you're receiving. You just may not be able to see it in its physical manifestation quite yet. But it's important that you're tapping into a level of joy that can be accessed at this current moment. Like not in the future when things get better with your finances or get better with this, but there's things that you can do to tap into a level of joy in the present moment, which is being intentional in the way that you move and looking at the things that money can't buy or the things that can't be taken away from you, like the love that you have for your child, or I don't know, the love that you have for creating music, whatever it is that helps you get to the state of tapping into joy. That's what you need to be tapping into in those moments where you find yourself like scared or like really spaced out in the future in your thinking. What do my Aquarius need to hear at this moment? Oh my gosh, all the cards keep flying. I don't know what it is today, but y'all energy is strong. I have the Three of Swords, the Hangman, the Magician, the Crown of Wands. No, not Crown of Wands, Crown of Swords, the Chariot, Crown of Wands, and then the Seven of Swords. What do you need to hear at the moment? Yeah, another perspective on things is due. And even though things have been a little bit disappointing how a relationship turned out or how a job situation or however something that you expected to turn out one way didn't necessarily turn out that way, look at it from a different angle. At least you learned something new. At least you got yourself out of a trick bag of a situation that could have been ahead of you if you would have went down that road. There's so many different perspectives to look at it from that could help you maybe not look at certain areas or certain scenarios you went through as a level of disappointment instead of like more so a learned lesson and something that could ultimately free you at this point. With the Queen of Swords, the Chariot, and the Crown of Wands, for a lot of you, it's important that you stick to some sort of plan that you have. You may have a clear plan in terms of how you're going to move on some sort of like entrepreneurial venture, some sort of career goal that you have, but maybe you've been talking yourself out of it or avoiding actually taking all the full action here. Yeah, like believing that there's some sort of limitation that's gonna stop you from actually getting somewhere. Okay, with the Magician card here in reverse, this also does talk about like needing to know your power. So I think that's why, what card came up earlier? Have confidence that you can progress came up. Because you have to believe in yourself first to actually get somewhere. Like a lot of times, confidence is all you need. Confidence is all you need when it comes to getting that dream job that you want. Because in you being confident, then you have a different energy, a different air about yourself. And confidence, people could tell when you're confident. That's what draws people in. So for any of my people who are, wanting to be an entrepreneur or wanting to do certain things with your life, but having this, can I do it? Am I capable of doing it? Well, do you think that that's true? do you think that's the case? And that's the question you have to ask yourself whenever you start to ask yourself that first question. Why do I think that I'm not? Or why do I have to question it in the first place? Okay, especially when we're talking about love, okay? If you know you're lovable, then you will know that you'll be able to attract love into your life. So there's no question of, will I ever find love? You're lovable. Of course. All you gotta do is go outside and allow people to find you. But this is what I see. I hope that this was helpful and did give you insight. If you enjoyed, definitely thumbs up the video, subscribe, and I will talk to my Aquarius in the next one. Bye.